Can't get any worse. So what's going on with your YouTube? Gentleman Chris here. We're coming back at y'all with another vid. And today, yes, I know you guys are probably tired of me talking about this, and this is probably gonna be the last time I talk about it, okay? Because we had some updated news, literally some news. I just want to keep you guys informed. This is why I make these videos. You know, I'm not trying to troll or anything. Like, I literally here just wanted to inform people the correct information, and I just tell you guys for the best to my knowledge about the whole tax thing and everything. I know a lot of people, trust me, I get a lot of DMs about it, and a lot of people's worried about it, especially with this whole $600 thing going on. That's been kind of accumulating for a little bit now, but we just got news. If you guys want to check out this article that I read in the description below, it's from Fox News. Google if you guys want to read it. So it's good reading. Right now, a lot of backlash was going on with that whole $600, and that's been, trust me, not that many people was that happy about it. You know, especially for only $600. That was like nothing, you know. And I know I said about with Venmo and Cash App too as well. Because if you guys did watch my last video that I posted like just literally like a couple days ago, I said it was a little blurry how they're gonna do it. Like, how would they know to separate between what you make from Cash App and Venmo, if it's like personal or not? You know, like, how are they gonna figure that out? Like, how will they separate it? But anyways, let's get into this now. So no more is gonna be that $600 threshold. It's not gonna be. I don't think was Biden's initial proposal was a $600 threshold, and that was like, bro, that told me $600. That didn't even make sense to me, because that could just be anything. So they did decide to scale back a little bit, and they're like, yo, now it's gonna be a $10,000 threshold. $10,000 is not that it's really not that better, to be honest. Before it was a $220,000 threshold in 200 transactions. Now it's only gonna be $10,000, which is not that bad, okay? If you think about it, it's a lot better than 600. I'll just say that. As long as you can kind of get away with it. Those are just for, like, you know, the little hustlers, and you know, and there's some other things I could talk about too. The reason what they say was about is about criminal activity for money laundering and stuff. I'm not gonna get into it. This is just strictly the whole reselling and sneaker perspective. That's what I'm gonna be mainly focusing on. So that's what I'm gonna be talking about in this video, okay? So if you guys read the article, the new proposal that they reached out, I'm reading right now. American workers settled in the bank. American workers by selling the bank account threshold at $10,000, providing exempt from wages such as teachers and firefighters, according to the Treasury. And of course, if you guys just make W-2s, it doesn't apply to you guys as well. It's just mainly for the people that has 1099s, are required to report any transaction exceeding over $10,000, you know, annually, for any part of anti-money laundering. And from what I read from the article is that it's going to be only $10,000 now, which, like I said, is really not that bad, but it's not a lot either, okay? Trust me, that's $10,000. You can kind of go through that too. But will is this a new thing? Will it still push out all the resellers? I think this kind of helps it. I don't think a lot of the resellers are gonna stop it. It's not gonna scare a lot of people, but I think people's gonna be a little bit more careful how they move now. And I've always told you guys too as well, gotta be prepared, guys. Whatever you can write off, that's gonna be your best bet. You know, you don't want to claim the full amount what you make, because like that's probably not the full profit, the whole income profit. You want to actually be able to write things off. I talked about that in a lot of other videos too as well. Say my last videos and my past videos, like, hey, it won't hurt if you are wanting to get an LLC. No, you do not have to get an LLC if you don't want to. That is fine. No, it's completely up to you guys. I know you guys killing me in the comments, but no, you do not have to get LLC if you don't want to. But I'm just saying, if you're trying to take this reselling for reals, I do recommend you guys to get an LLC if you're trying to for real do this. Yes, it's best to get an LLC, a limited liability. It just kind of protects. It's just best to do it for your business. You know, you can write things off and so on and so forth. It's good for your business. You know, one thing I read about this article, which I kind of got me kind of iffy about, was like, I know the whole $10,000 is like, usually banks are going to report it anyways. If you just say you deposit more than like $5,000, I try not to put that much in my bank like that. It just raise a red flag. But they're saying that now that the IRS and the government and whatever, they can now look into people's personal accounts of how cash flows if it's annually over $10,000 to make sure they're paying the actual requirement of their banks. Now that got me a little iffy because now they're looking into our banks. I don't know how I really feel about that one, you know. I don't know how America would feel about that, to be honest. I know for me, I claim everything and I'm able to write everything off because I keep a complete booklet and like everything organized. That's what I've been trying to explain to you guys for the longest time is definitely you want to stay organized. You guys want to stay organized. Keep all receipts and sales tax forms. That is the best way to do this, you know, just in case if something happens. It's always be better to be prepared. That's why I try to tell you guys, if you want to get an accountant for sure. You know, get an accountant. It's probably gonna be your best bet. It's gonna be best for you to get an accountant to get everything all organized so you don't have to do all the crazy amount of work, you know, one day and you get, you know, you're just trying to figure things out. Stay organized month to month, and you know, keep all your expenses because hey, will they really audit you for only 10,000? I don't, you know, I can't talk for the government, you know. It's you just never know, but I'm just saying it's best to be prepared, guys. It's best to keep organized so that way nothing crazy is gonna happen. Talk about the 10,000. It's not, like I said, it's not that much if you really think about it. You know, a couple shoes here and there, it definitely adds up, accumulate over the year. You know, that's, if you think about it, $10,000, that's probably about a good 20 pairs. If you, you know, 20, 30 pairs, you know. So if you are one of the people that do sell a lot on StockX, Gold, eBay, stuff like that, just be careful and keep track of everything. You know, there's a lot of shoes out there. If you can definitely catch up to you, you know, just one day you kind of look at it, even like 20,000, 30,000, that creeps up to you. You know what I mean? So that's what I tell you guys, to be organized. I said about my last video about Venmo, Cash App. That is still not be determined yet. It's still up in the air. It's very blurry the way how they're gonna do it. I did notice that Venmo, they are now putting in the whole little goods and service and stuff like that. You know, like if you're gonna pay for like $500,000, split a bill or something like that with Venmo, just don't put goods and service. You know, that's actual cash to cash flow. You know, they're not gonna tax you on that. No, I never said they were gonna do that. I just always said like it's a little blurry how they're gonna do this. Like how can they separate the two? It looks like from what I looks like from Venmo, they're gonna have goods and service, and I'm thinking they're gonna be the same way how it is gonna be for Cash App. I wonder how they're gonna do the same thing with Zelle too as well, because they did look on Zelle. PayPal, you guys already know, it does have friends and family and goods and service as well. Goods and service, you know, back then it used to be $20,000 in 200 transactions. Then you had to claim, you know, everything, and that's when you had to report everything, and that's when you're gonna be able to hopefully write things off. You have to pay that all back. I make these past few videos, I wasn't trying to scare everybody. I wasn't trying to end the whole reselling. I know a lot of people are probably like, you deserve it, you know, stuff like that, but like I wasn't trying to scare anybody. I'm just telling you guys how things are changing. Things will change, yes. Just go ahead and do everything by the book, guys, so that way nothing crazy happens. I know a lot of people try to hide, you know, do some crazy stuff, but it's just best to just keep track of everything, be organized, and that's what I try to make these videos about, guys. One thing I'll just add is this: it's not just resellers, it's all early businesses, small businesses, early entrepreneurs that's gonna affect this whole deal of just only $10,000 now. Yes, you're gonna have to report things. It's gonna be, I wonder what's gonna happen in 2022. As of right now, nothing's all set in stone, like Pat, you know, that's why I don't want to talk about it no more. Like, this is gonna be the last time I talk about it until something is completely set in stone and done, is passed. Because like at first I just want to talk about, because $600 was a little insane, but now I'm talking about this $10,000 now because it's a little bit better. So I try not to scare anybody. But honestly, they can just come out tomorrow and be like, oh, you know what? That $610,000, forget about it. We're gonna do $50,000, or we're gonna do $100,000. You know, who knows what they're gonna be doing? You know, honestly, I feel like they're just. I don't want to talk about it. I'm not gonna get into that. I'm not gonna get into this new law. I think it's gonna affect things just a little bit now. It's not gonna be nearly as bad as what I thought it was gonna be. So, yes, you're gonna see some people kind of move away from it anyways. But nowadays, honestly, if something is you're able to make money off of, it's gonna sell, and people's gonna cop it anyways. People will always find a way somehow, some way. You know, local meetups, sneaker events, cash flow, cash is king. You know, stuff like that. I'm sure people is gonna want to do whatever they need to do. So, will reselling ever end? Probably not, guys. It's gonna slow down. I think it's not gonna be as bad as it was for the past few years. How basically everyone's a reseller, you know, and everything sells out. I think sneaker releases and reselling price is gonna tone down just a little bit. You know, like the best I think that people's gonna make their most money on, if you're gonna be able to get early pairs and stuff like that, that's probably the best. The early pairs is now the new resale. That's probably gonna be people's best bet. But like, you know, for some shoes that come out, I don't think shoes are gonna be extremely high anymore. Well, there's gonna still be high, of course. You know, we're gonna get the hype shoes like the Travis Scott lows. You know, those are still gonna be like $1,000. Will it be $2,000 now? Probably not. You know, I think people's gonna try to scale back a little bit, especially with how these taxes and exempts and stuff, and people's think about it. And people are slowly kind of moving out the game a little bit. I noticed. I just think that it's not gonna be as bad as it was. So, anyway, guys, like I said, I just try to make these videos to help you guys out. It's just trying to be just a discussion video, guys. You guys comment down below and you guys let me know what you guys think about what's kind of going on. You know, I never try to make these videos to try to do anything crazy. I mainly just want to help everybody out, man. This is what I do. This is what I make this channel for, is to help you guys out. Anyway, guys, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Stay safe, guys, out there. But please, if you guys don't mind, please hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if it's your first time here. Comment down below, and please hit that bell for all the notifications when I do drop vids. And don't forget to follow me on my social media at JumpmanChris on IG, sometimes on Twitter, and don't forget Snapchat. Anyway, guys, appreciate y'all. Love y'all. I'm Jumpman Chris. Peace.